So today I wanted to do a quick video on how I get ready whenever I only have 10 minutes or when I'm just running errands and I just want to look presentable because I look pretty pale and lifeless. So I just want to quickly share with you guys what I do for those days, like I said, when I'm just in a rush and I just want to get something on my face. I just don't have that much time. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I do is moisturize my lips. I'm just going to be using my Creme de Rose by Dior. You of course can just use whichever one that you have. So next I just take a little bit of my Badescu facial spray and just spritz my face. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of my Hangover RX with a little bit of this Clinique moisturizer, and I just like to add these two because I feel like it really hydrates my face. So I just mix it on the back of my hand. Usually I apply with my fingers, but I'm trying not to touch my face anymore because I've been getting a lot of breakouts on my face and I'm trying to prevent them. So not touching your face is a good way to prevent breakouts. And this might take me a little bit more than 10 minutes to talk you guys through it, but if you are doing it on yourself and you have all your products laid out in front of you, it really shouldn't take you any more than 10 minutes. So now I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this one is in 25 medium. This one is a lot closer to my actual skin tone, which is why I'm using it, because I'm not going to be applying foundation, so I don't want there to be like a really super bright highlight underneath my eyes and the whole rest of my face is still like my color skin. So just going to be patting this in. And you can use a damp beauty blender, that's much faster as well. Mine are dirty, so whatever I have left over on my finger, I'm just going to apply that around my nose because we do tend to get a little bit of redness there, so I just like to kind of go over that. And I'm just going to take a brush and just blend all the edges out so it blends in a little bit better with my skin. And whatever's left over, I just like to run that over my actual eyelids just a little bit so that it looks all well put together. Set that in place, I'm just going to be using a little bit of my Mercier translucent powder. You just want to make sure to set that in place. I'm also going to run this on my eyelids to prevent any oiliness. So now that the moisturizer has some time to set, I'm going to go in with my powder foundation. This is Hello Flawless by Benefit. This is not my favorite powder ever, but it works pretty well. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this. And you can just use whatever powder that you have that matches your skin, because all this is going to do is even out your skin. So I'm going to start off. So I'm going to go ahead and start off in the center part of my face and kind of work outwards. So that quickly evens out your face without having to use foundation. So now I'm going to be using Milani's Baked Bronzer, and this one is in the color Sienna. You can use whatever bronzer that you like. I just like this one because it has a lot of warmth to it. So I'm just going to be applying this to my cheeks here and to my temples to give my face some shape and also just to bring some life back to it. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of Luminoso by Milani. This is a corally type of blush, and this just looks flattering on everyone. And it also has a little bit of a glow to it, so you don't have to add highlighter. You can completely skip that step because this adds a little bit of glow to your cheeks. And then I just take my powder brush again and I just blend everything so that it just looks very natural. So now I'm just going to work on my brows, and I fill them in really fast. I just use my Browsing by Benefit, and I just take the powder and I just fill them in really fast, and that's all I do because you're in a rush. You don't have time to like sit there and sculpt out your brows. And plus, just filling them in with some brow powder just makes them look a lot thicker, and that's all you really need to make them look fuller and just nicer. This also works a lot better if you have your brows really well groomed. You don't have to spend as much time trying to make them look groomed. And I'm just going to set them in place with some clear brow gel. This is Anastasia's clear brow gel. This one is my favorite. It keeps everything in place. If I have an extra minute, I just take a little bit of this Milani baked eyeshadow, and this one is called Bella Chiffon. And I just use a little bit of this all over my eye, starting in the center, and then blending it out. And then I also apply a little bit to my inner tear duct. Like so. And I take a little bit of my bronzer and just run this in the crease so that my eye looks well defined, and it takes all of like 30 seconds. Like so. So I'm going to go ahead and set my face really quickly. And I just like to press that in with my large powder brush. This one is producing a lot of hair. And for the last step, I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes and apply mascara. Sometimes if I don't have the time, then I'll just go ahead and curl them and not put any mascara on them. And it still makes you look pretty wide awake because your lashes are perky. But I do have a little bit of extra time today, so I'm just going to run this into my lashes. And I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara. I really like this mascara. It's a drier formula, so it just builds your lashes really easily and quickly. And I find that the mascara is the most time-consuming part of this. It takes me forever to do my mascara, but that's just because I like to sit there and mess with it forever. But otherwise, you're done pretty quickly. And if you'd like to, you can apply some to your bottom lashes. Just a little bit to show that they're there. And that is it. That is all that I do for my 10-minute makeup. So once you finish your mascara, then that is it. I usually leave my lips blank. I just leave it with a little bit of chapstick. If you like gloss, then you can just go ahead and apply that in your car if you're in that much of a rush. But that is it. That's all I do to get my 10-minute face, and I just feel like it makes me look awake and like I'm ready to take on the world, rather than what I showed you in the beginning where I look a little bit dead and just like sleepy and stuff. I feel like this just looks so much more presentable. So if you have 10 minutes in the morning, just spend those 10 minutes on yourself to make yourself look more presentable to the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, although that will be linked down below. For the full list of products that I mentioned, also check the description bar. That will all be in there. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys all very soon. Bye!